I was walking through the Joburg CBD today and I noticed a puddle of water on the side of the road. And I was thinking to myself, hey, there's no water in my building for 8 weeks now, but there are leaks on the side of the road. How does that make sense? Not only that, in some areas the water is black and it smells like sewage. Not only that, some streets literally are littered with garbage. And yet, you still see kids playing around, people selling their items, and people going about their day. And while from my time here, it's been a reminder that low socioeconomic status is not my destiny, it's kind of also where my empathy for humanity has deepened. Because what I've realized is that we're all just living life with the cards that we've been dealt. But the biggest realization for me has been this. I don't want to survive all my life. At some point, I've got to step into thriving. And honestly, to do that, one thing I've realized is that I've got to start living my life like an adventure. So I thought that I'd share 3 things that if you wanted to live like me, that you could do by the end of today to start to live your life like an adventure too. Number 1, recognize that the status quo or how others do things is not the right way. It's just a way. There's no universal law saying that you must live like everyone else. See, we're often born into cultures, families, systems, and habits that we never chose. What that means is that you do have the total freedom to reevaluate literally everything about your life. Your job, your city, your relationships, your routines, and to ask, does this feel right for me? Most people never ask that question. They just inherit a way of living and they go with it without even thinking. But if you want to live your life like an adventure, then you've got to start reevaluating and actually editing that script that was handed to you. You've got to start asking, is this right for me? Is this right for who I want to be? Because honestly, your life will only start to become extraordinary when you stop following what's normal and start following what's authentic. What you feel here in your heart. Number 2, realize that society is a conveyor belt and the goal is to make you into everybody else. You go in with your uniqueness, your creativity, your dreams, and you come out stamped with a gray uniform. You know what I'm talking about. You become conditioned to want the same things, to walk the same path, and to choose the same goals. Go to school, get a job, take the loans, buy the car, accumulate debt, repeat until you die, and call that life? But that's not life. That is death appearing as life. The truth is that most people are dead. They're just looking like they're living. And you probably recognize that within yourself and within others in your life as well. So if you don't step off the belt, it's gonna keep moving until it's fully processed you, until it's boxed you, and until it's labeled you into something else that's predictable, replaceable, and a copy of everyone else. You don't want that, do you? So to live your life like an adventure means to have the courage to step off that belt and to walk a different path, one that's right for who you want to be. You might fall, you might stumble, but most importantly, you're free. You're free to live a life that's right for you. And number 3, follow your heart that tells you this is not how things are meant to be. Maybe there's a whisper at the back of your mind. Maybe you've got a gut feeling that says there's more to life than this. You're not imagining things. That's what's known as your truth. That's your soul remembering its freedom. So embrace that. If you keep ignoring your truth, it's gonna turn into burnout, depression, and resentment. Because your higher self, it knows that you are meant for something greater than mediocrity. You see, adventure doesn't mean careless. It means caring enough to align your life with who you want to be, not with who they tell you to be. It means trusting the unknown more than trusting what's familiar. That's scary, I know. It also means knowing that safety, it's an illusion. And you may have even confused safety with stagnation. So you think you're safe, but actually you're stuck and you feel it. So if you want to start living your life like an adventure, take this one small step by the end of today. Ask yourself, what part of my life have I accepted that's normal, that actually doesn't feel right for me? And then decide, even if you don't know how or you don't know when, that you are going to change it. That's the beginning of your adventure. And for me, I've spent 31 years surviving. I'm done with surviving. And while the past 7 months of living in the Joburg CBD haven't been perfect, I feel like I've begun to really live. Exploring, creating, and becoming more of who I'm truly meant to be. And maybe that's what your soul is craving too. So go ahead and share this with someone who's tired of playing it safe. Share this with someone who's ready to actually start living. And if you're ready to start your chapter of living life like an adventure, get my book Solo Journeys, your guide to courage, risk, and adventure. It's going to show you how to break free from the conveyor belt of average and mediocrity and to start walking your own path. The path that's right for you and who you want to become, with confidence, clarity, and true freedom. The link is in my bio.